News Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I am Amaya Norman.
And I'm Trenton Whiting.
The latest from a Waco station, 5 people hurt, 4 in the hospital for a minor to serious injuries. Call first went out as possible DWI. Law enforcement will stay on the scene through the night. A high-speed police chase in Texas ended in tragedy at the Killeen Mall Saturday evening after a 19-mile pursuit. A suspect drove a pickup truck into the mall, smashing through the glass doors of JCPenney and striking 4 people. The Texas Department of Public Safety says the suspect, believed to be driving while intoxicated, was fatally shot by a state trooper after crashing through the store. The 4 injured were taken to the hospital, with a 5th seeking medical care on their own. Authorities continue to investigate the incident.
Texans will no longer have to get their cars inspected when they register. State Senator Bob Hall, who represents parts of Van Zandt County, sponsored the legislation signed into law last year. J.D. Conti reports.
It has no purpose and has no useful benefit.
Last session, Senator Bob Hall of Canton sponsored HB 3297, which eliminated mandatory safety checks when Texans register their vehicles. Senator Hall says it'll give Texans one less thing to worry about, a test he says doesn't make anyone safer.
Windshield wipers don't cause accidents, and it's a stretch to say a turn signal would cause an accident.
Commercial vehicles will still have to pass a safety inspection. Just because you don't have to get certain things checked doesn't mean you shouldn't check them yourself. Gary Stewart owns Stewart's Donnybrook Automotive in Tyler.
If your brake lights don't work, someone may rear end you. If your turn signals don't work, someone may not know you're turning left and they may hit you head on in an intersection somewhere.
Stewart says you can check just about everything on the inspection at home. For example,
you turn your wipers on when they go across your windshield. If it streaks, you need new ones.
Senator Hall says there was concern over unsafe cars on the road. He says he trusts Texans to take care of what's theirs.
Well, people will be driving around with bald tires. But guys, you know, we're not, government isn't there to replace individual responsibility.
Many local shops get cars in the door thanks to inspections. But Stewart says they were more of a nuisance.
The system has become so bogged down with unimportant things that have been added to the safety inspection system. Now, to most shops, it was a little bit of a hassle.
Government is not in business to create regulations to put people in business.
The U.S. Congress voted to avert a government shutdown at least for 3 months. The Senate approved a temporary government funding plan early Saturday after failed House vote on a bipartisan deal. A revised Trump-endorsed bill passed Friday, funding the government through March 14th, setting up a spending showdown in the new administration. President Biden signed it into law on Saturday. Republicans will control both the Senate and House come January. Both the party will have slim margins in both chambers.
The busy holiday travel period is just getting underway, and in Texas, at Houston area airports, there are some recent upgrades designed to make life easier when travelers make their way through. That includes at the security checkpoint. Michelle Choi has the details.
The holiday travel season is upon us, and it's looking busier than ever. Between now through January 6, Houston airport officials expect nearly 3.5 million passengers to fly in and out of both Bush and Hobby, a 7% increase, they say, compared to last year. To prepare for the record crowds and make sure travelers have a smooth experience, Houston airport system debuted several improvements over the last 2 months, including a cashless parking system, which rolled out at both airports, to the brand new international arrivals curb at Bush, which they say would reduce the major congestion and frustrations travelers and drivers have been dealing with. Its newest upgrade unveiled at Hobby. Houston Airport System Director Jim Sesniak sharing details in a recorded news release.
So we're very excited at Hobby that we've upgraded all the TSA security lanes there now to the new CT scanners there. So that's going to really help expedite travel experience at Hobby, because you don't have to take your laptops out of your bag or your liquids out of your bag. You'll be able to keep all that stuff in your bag.
It's news that got the most positive reaction from travelers we talked to today, including this mom of 3 who literally had her hands full as she prepared to go through security.
Yeah, that is going to be great, because I was already preparing, making sure the kids didn't put their tablets in there, and I'm like, we're going to have to pull them out. One less thing to have to worry about.
More than 119 million people are expected to travel at least 50 miles from their homes between Saturday and New Year's Day. Those projections from AAA would make it the busiest year-end holiday travel period ever.
Wow.
The TSA says it expects to screen nearly 40 million people over the holidays through January 2nd. And, you know, since we're talking about flying through the skies, let's go ahead and check in on the weather to see what the flying weather is going to look like with team meteorologist Trey Miney. Trey?
All right, thank you, Trenton and Amaya. Well, the flying weather so far looking pretty good. There's some rain chances coming in between now and Christmas that may kind of a little bit hamper your travel. We'll get into more of that later on. It's already down to 44 chilly degrees on the outside of Victoria. Feel like 42 degrees when you add that wind factor in to 5 miles per hour. Humidity, well, coming down a little bit. But the temperature, of course, is going to be rising again tomorrow, and mild conditions again for your day tomorrow. What about rain chances, and what about Christmas Day? We got it all for you coming up later on in the full forecast. Back to you.
Thank you, Trey. Now on to some stimulus checks. If you never received your stimulus check in 2021, you may still be eligible to get it this coming up 2025. The IRS has announced a plan to send recovery rebate credits to 1 million people who never got their economic impact payment. The maximum payment is $1,400 per person. If you're eligible, you will get a letter in the mail. You don't need to take any action. The payment will go out automatically in December via direct deposit or paper check. The estimated amount of payment going out will be about $2.4 billion. The IRS says taxpayers who haven't filed 2021 tax returns might be eligible as well, but they face an April 15th deadline to file their returns to claim the credit.
Cuero is spreading holiday cheer with the Christmas in the Park, a magical drive-through experience filled with sparkling lights and festive displays. Cuero's Christmas in the Park has grown into a must-see holiday tradition since it began in 2000 with the lighting of the gazebo at Cuero Municipal Park. Now featuring over 250 displays from Victorian and Western scenes to trains and gingerbread houses, it's a magical experience perfect for the whole family and also for the kids to be full of wonder at the dazzling lights. Meet Santa and soak in the festive spirit. This year, they celebrate the 25th year of Cuero Christmas in the Park.
The park is open nightly from 6 to 10, including Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, through New Year's Day as well. It's the perfect way to celebrate the season. Don't miss this enchanting 25th anniversary holiday tradition in Cuero.
The Sheriff's Office in Carroll County, Georgia, about 50 miles west of Atlanta, is investigating a case of holiday-related vandalism. This happened last week. Investigators say a group of teens damaged several holiday decorations. The Sheriff's Office released a video of the teens in action. Investigators are hoping the public may recognize the teens and contact the Sheriff's Office with more information.
Wow, what a say a Grinch. Texas agencies reported 252 new cases of groundwater contamination during 2023 in the Texas Groundwater Protection Committee annual report. To read this full Texas Tribune article, visit our website at crossroadstoday.com.
And for more on today's stories, come to crossroadstoday.com. Don't forget to submit your birthday wishes. Carolina Estrain and Parker Cox will read them live on 25 News Now Sunrise. You can also submit a local military hero so we can recognize them.
Coming up next, Senate passes bipartisan bill to boost Social Security benefits for public workers. Stay with us.
Okay, let's take a review of the day. It was a very nice day today with plentiful sunshine. 70 degrees above normal for our normal high. Way below normal for our normal low. Our normal low is 44. This morning woke up at 36 degrees in Victoria, and no rainfall as of yet. Anything on the dry side, but rain chances are on the rise. I'll tell you when coming up in your forecast.
The U.S. Senate passed a bipartisan bill earlier Saturday that would increase Social Security benefits for some public workers. The Social Security Fairness Act passed 76-20. It eliminated two provisions that reduced Social Security benefits for roughly 3 million federal, states, and local public sector workers. That includes teachers, firefighters, and police officers. The bill passed the House with overwhelming bipartisan support last month. It's signed into law by President Biden. It will apply to all benefits payable after December 2023.
And that lead us to our viewer poll for tonight. Do you support the Social Security Fairness Act, which increases benefits for public sector workers like teachers, firefighters, and police officers? Looks like 41% say yes, it's fair to support those public workers. 56% in the lead say no, it could strain Social Security funds. So thank you so much for participating in our viewer poll. Go ahead and continue to vote all the way through the morning and visit our website at crossroadstoday.com/vote to participate. Washington, D.C. could soon take control of land around Robert F. Kennedy Stadium. This after the Senate unanimously passed a bill in the early morning hours Saturday to transfer control of the land from the federal government to D.C. The stadium was once the home of the NFL's Washington Commanders, but for the last 27 years, they have played at Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. If signed into law by President Biden, this bill could pave the way for the stadium to be redeveloped and for the Commanders to return.
The measures was originally included in the funding package brought by House Speaker Mike Johnson on Wednesday. It was not included in the final version of the funding package, which passed after midnight Saturday. The death toll from the Magdeburg Christmas market attack in Germany has risen to 5, including a 9-year-old child. Over 200 were injured when a car plowed through the crowd. Germany Chancellor Olaf Scholz visited the scene, urging unity, while President Biden offered counseling and U.S. support.
Party City filed for bankruptcy Saturday, announcing it will shut down all stores and wind down operations by February 28th. Corporate employees were let go Friday, and going out of business sales are underway. The CEO cited financial challenges and over $800 million in debt as reasons for the collapse. Party City previously filed for bankruptcy last year, canceling nearly $1 billion in debt, but struggled due to declining discretionary spending.
Now on to Amazon workers at a massive sorting and distributing center in states in Lake Island, New York, walked on off the job Saturday morning. Thousands of union members, including Teamsters at Amazon State Island Center, joined a strike this week demanding better wages and working conditions. The strike spans 8 facilities across 4 states. Amazon, which has seen soaring profits, says the walkout hasn't impacted customer shipment.
Now, experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. Stream our daily newscasts and much more using your connected TV. Just download Crossroads Today Plus on your Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, or Android TV. Just search Crossroads Today Plus.
Getting a bit on the chilly side out there. Temperatures in the 40s and around Victoria, 30s in the northeastern parts of Texas into areas of Arkansas and points to northern Oklahoma. Some of this cold air headed our way? Well, not really, but some rain chances are. We'll give you the details coming up next in the forecast. Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a great Saturday. And of course, Christmas right around the corner. Later on this coming up week, and we'll take a look at the weather for Christmas here in a little bit. But on the outside, clear skies and the radiation cooling is in effect. That means that the warm conditions throughout the day will now be radiated back into space because of the clear skies and low humidity. So that's why we're in the 40s after being near 70 degrees today earlier in the afternoon. So let's take in the future temperatures. So saying in the 40s and 50s. More than likely for the rest of the time period into early morning hours tomorrow. And we're seeing, of course, the front be getting closer to us coming up for your day about Tuesday or so with rain chances by then. But in the meantime, high pressure exits its way to the east with time, allowing that southerly wind to take hold, bringing back moisture into our region and cloud cover coming up for your day on Sunday. So we'll keep it partly cloudy throughout the majority of the day. Then maybe a few isolated rain showers coming in for your Monday, getting a little more numerous as we head toward the second half of the day on Monday into your Tuesday, as the front will appear to the north of our area coming up for Tuesday and moving through the area late in the night and Tuesday into early Wednesday morning with some rain chances along and ahead of the frontal boundary coming up for your Tuesday especially. So if you're traveling, keep that in mind, as the rain chances on that day will be about 40% chances, especially toward the evening hours and the early morning hours on your Christmas day with the front moving through. So keep that in mind. And Victoria, we'll start the day on the cool side, 9 a.m., 53 degrees, sunny conditions. A few high clouds from time to time, especially in the afternoon and evening, with high temperatures near 70 degrees again, probably in the low to mid 70s more than likely throughout the entire Crossroads region. And Quail, sunny skies for your day tomorrow, with increasing cloud cover toward the afternoon, highs in the low 70s. And in Victoria, about the same, starting off on the cool side, 9 a.m., 55 degrees, with partly cloudy skies throughout the day, no rain as of yet. And we'll keep the temperatures in the low 70s for the daytime high. And your extended forecast, clearing skies by later on in the afternoon with partly cloudy skies for your Monday. And Tuesday, rain chances 40% late in the day especially as the front gets closer to us. Christmas Day, how's it looking? Not too bad, partly cloudy skies. Highs in the mid 70s, so looking pretty mild on Christmas Day. Another rain shower chance comes in late in the week with the next front hanging around through the weekend. So keep that also in mind as you're traveling. It's a big travel time this week, so you need to know the weather if you're going to travel any place around the area. So highs overall, not too bad in the 70s to 80 degrees, so pretty mild overall Christmas Day. Lows in the 50s and 60s throughout the time period as well. So a little cool in the morning times and then comfortable throughout the afternoon time. Let's take a look at this right here. This is the QR code. Get your smartphone, scan the code you see right there on your screen. That'll take you to a webpage. You can download our app. News, weather, and sports at your fingertips. Very easy, convenient, free of charge to be connected with us. And guess what? I got some sports over there with Ray Robinson.
Thank you, Trey. It's time to see what the local community did for the new state champs. Coming up in sports, see how the Indians arrived home in style. The Ganado Indians have been the talk of the town and the whole Crossroads, capturing the school's first ever football championship. So you can expect a lot of pomp and circumstance. Here's the town awaiting the team's arrival after bringing home the big trophy. This was a 5-hour drive from Jerry's World. This was close to midnight on Thursday. The expected time definitely changed, especially when you factor in the triple overtime. But the town was still happy to see the newly crowned champion. Here's a word from Bryce Ullman on the event.
Our community is really into it. Our community is like been into football and we've never been to a state championship, and they're just so proud of us. They're rooting for us. I mean, our community is great, and I'm just happy we got to celebrate with them.
All right, thank you, Bryce. And once again, congratulations to the Ganado. But with the official conclusion of football, it's officially time for some high school hoops. And we got the video tonight as the Victoria East took on the Terry Rangers last night. Here's Braylon Vasquez easing into the paint with a smooth layup. Braylon looked like he had an easy night, just filling out the game and finding his spots. And speaking of finding spots, here's point guard Caleb Jefferson setting up the offense, and Jesse Gonzalez, he finds him and he knocks down a three. He's proven that he can hit it with a defender on him and all. Caleb Jefferson with more plays like this once again, and surely he'll be penetrating, finishing it with a layup, leading the Titans to victory, winning the game. Final score 57-29. Congratulations on the Titans. And on to the next level in basketball. The Texas A&M Aggies men's basketball team was taking on some local competition in the Houston Christian Huskies. Hayden Hefner had 19 points, which led the team. The next play you'll see here surely saw Zurich Phelps slowing down the tempo and taking on 3 defenders inside and finishing with a layup. Solomon Washington led the team in rebounds with 11. The Aggies won this game in convincing fashion, beating the Huskies. Final score 77-45. And the Texas Longhorns begin their extended playoff season hosting the Clemson Tigers. Clemson brought the fight to the Longhorns. Clemson was able to find an opening in the Longhorns defense. Here's Cade Klubnik from Clemson connecting to Antonio for a 22-yard touchdown. But Texans was able to answer back. Quinn Ewers did take the field a little bit. He was hobbled, but still with a strong opening drive. Longhorns' first score of the game sees Quintervian Wisner ended with a 3-yard touchdown. The Longhorns will go on to win this game. Final score 38-24. They prepare to take on Arizona State. And wrapping things up with some NFL football, the Texans with a tough game against a big potential Super Bowl favorite in the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes was cleared to play, and after a play like this, the injury didn't seem to affect him too much long, rushing for a 15-yard touchdown. Mahomes went on to finish the game, throwing for 260 yards, so he looks to be in great health. C.J. Stroud was able to show off his scramble and throwing prowess, too, throwing to 10 yards to Dalton Schultz for a touchdown. The Texans would unfortunately go on to lose this game. Final score 27-19. The Texans still remain the #1 team in the AFC South, so the focus on the postseason is becoming more clear, should you say. But that does it for your sports. Amaya and Trenton.
Thank you so much, Ray. Now on to an owl is on top of a Christmas tree. Coming up, stay with us.
Make sure you grab your cell phone and scan this QR code. This is our quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can watch us anytime, anywhere. Get breaking news, alerts, and vote on our viewer polls. Submit news, tips, photos, and you'll know all about ongoing contests.
Alrighty now, Santa who? A Virginia family got an early gift above their Christmas tree when a real-life owl replaced their star ornament. Now, as you can see in the picture, that's a tall Christmas tree, honestly. The Animal Welfare League of Arlington released these images on Instagram. The organization said this buried owl swooped into an Arlington home and perched on top of the tree after knocking down the star. One of the animal welfare officers was able to gently capture the owl and release it back into the wild. So you may wonder, how did this bird of a prey get inside of this house? The animal welfare officials remind homeowners to keep a lid over their chimney during the winter season. This can prevent critters from coming to visit.
Oh my God!
So
You
much
said
for Santa, because I mean, you know,
Santa who?
Santa who?
I really want to do that, but we're gonna toss the weather for a quick check and see what's going on.
Let's see if we got some. Let's see if we can find who is doing the weather here. I guess it'd be me. All right, we'll see partly cloudy skies, sunny skies for your day tomorrow, mild temperatures. Rain chances Tuesday and to Tuesday night. Christmas looking nice with highs in the mid-70s. Another rain chance toward the end of the week. Mild temperatures, highs in the 70s throughout the next 7 days.
Wow, we're going back up and then we're going back down.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and toss out an owl, Santa who, I can't get over it. But thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you tomorrow for 25 News Now at 5:30 and 10. Have a good night.